Grandma DC here, and what can I say? One of my viewers, B, hello B, thanks for texting with me the other day. I needed someone to vent with for a moment, and you were wonderful. You're in Germany. Man, that is so exciting to me. I don't think Missouri's all that exciting for you. But you did notice that I am, when I appear to be out in the middle of nowhere, when I do film outside. Well, this is my front yard, and that is the scene down the front of my house. Yeah, not really the middle of nowhere. If you count the armpit of the United States, then Missouri's pretty much right dab in the middle. And yes, it's spring here, although today it's cold. I'm wearing my sweatshirt. It's very, very cold out here. And the red buds are blooming, which are beautiful. Let me show those to you. There's one that's in my abandoned neighbor's yard, but right at the corner of my yard. The lake is looking very pretty today. My neighbors have all the luck. I planted a redbud tree after my husband died 20 years ago. It struggles, but theirs are gorgeous. I hope those colors show up for you. All kinds of little wildflowers are starting to bloom in my yard, as it will get away from me. Without a riding mower, it's nearly impossible to do this front yard, and I'll have to rely on Jennifer getting some time off and coming and helping me out with that this year. I am trying to mow my backyard by hand myself, and when I can try to get the son-in-law and the grandkids to help me with that while they're here, which might not be too much longer, and I'll explain why. Betsy, she says, "What are you doing out there, Mom? What are you doing?" We're trying to dry out the old dog bed. It was Angus's. It got washed. You know, the bleeding hearts have bloomed, and the cold kind of did a number on them. Aren't they pretty? My grandkids are like, "Look, Grandma, it looks like a heart." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a bleeding heart." Still going. Yeah, we got quail eggs in there now too. We haven't let the girls out yet today. We're going to make sure the chicken hawk is done hunting for the morning before we let them out. So, I'm out back now. My lovely new wall in the back of my house that I thank heavens got put on before the COVID virus and all that. So, yeah, a lot's been going on. I filmed, but then I got depressed and I didn't upload it, and I'm going to have to delete all of that footage. Things just kind of go along and, you know, get away from you. When you're out here, I know I have people saying, "Where are you? You haven't uploaded in a week." I usually upload at least twice a week, sometimes 3. Just not a lot going on, guys. I heard a gunshot the other night, and it ended up... Do you hear that? Does he not mind you all or biting at him and playing with him? Is that okay with the cat? Apparently it is. Maggie wants to play. You know what? He's going to get tired of you doing that, and next thing I know, yeah. So I heard a gunshot, and my neighbor was outside crying the next day, and it ends up that their dog went mad rabid, I guess. She said it was foaming at the mouth and attacking them. It was not a real nice dog. It was kind of vicious anyway, but it was attacking them, and her husband had to put it down. Unfortunately, instead of calling the conservation department to come check its brain for rabies, they just buried the dog. All mine have been inoculated, as you know, so let's hope it's not that rabid raccoon. Maybe it's that one that wasn't scared of me that was in the window in my past video, you know? It wasn't foaming at the mouth or anything, but it certainly wasn't afraid of me, and that could be like a sign that it was not well. I don't know. They also lost 2 of their ducks. Their hen house has no top on it. It's not enclosed like mine are. And something got 2 of their ducks. So, things aren't good out here, guys. They just really aren't. And then to top it off of all of it, I found a lump in my breast. Now, don't get excited, because I don't have a lot of breast cancer in my family. My mom has lumps that are considered calcifications. It's just that my granddaughter had asked me how to do a self-chest exam, and I was like, "Oh, like this," and I was like, "Uh-oh." What a time. But I have to tell you, every 10 years in my life, I have a cancer scare, a death, something horrible happens. I was hoping this year it was just the COVID virus. I was like, yeah, that was the 10-year scary thing that happened. But I guess it needs to be more personal. I know in 80 I almost died of kidney failure. In 90 I almost died of sarcoidosis. In 2000 my husband died. And 2010 I had a stomach torsion, because after I had the gastric bypass and everything got loose and it twisted on me and I had to have surgery again. And now it's 20. And I kept thinking, maybe this is the big, the big thing is the COVID virus and having to be locked in. And that's why I've been so careful about like PPE and wearing masks and my hands covered and, washing and not going anywhere much. Cats running, dogs are barking. So, yeah, that's kind of scary. So I have gotten a hold of my doctor finally by emails. It took about 4 days. And they agreed to send a recommendation. I have to have like an approval letter. And usually I would have to go get that letter, wait 2 days, call, make an appointment, then call back the approval letter people to tell them when the appointment is. It had to be 2 weeks away, and then they would approve it, and then I could go in 2 or 3 weeks if I remember the appointment. By that time, it's just an insane thing to do with military insurance. But they agreed because of the COVID virus, they would fax it to the mammography place, and I'm going to have a diagnostic mammogram. How do you, let me write, done. Hopefully it comes out being nothing, but it is 2020, so I am not going to worry about it. I mean, I will. Oh, that was a lie. I'll worry about it. We have had some interventions going on in the family, since like I said, I'm not used to having people around, and I'm certainly not used to anyone around me who's drinking alcoholic beverages. It's not my grandkids, it's their dad. And so we had a big intervention, and he said it was a big wake-up call, and he's going to stop. And apologies all around. Serious. I really felt like these were true, sincere. And so I am kind of relieved that that's going to happen. If I have to start going into hospitals and doctor's appointments and stuff like that for treatments on anything on me, I will send the children back wherever they feel safe, back with their mother. Of course, I know the hospitals are sanitizing, probably safer than going to a grocery store, actually. And I will go to places that I hope are not very busy and follow all the rules and all of that, for sure. I have to say, though, on the idea of being on lockdown and quarantine in our county, in my state, as far as I can tell, yeah, it's not working very good here in Missouri. I went to go over to Mother's the other day, and I had trouble getting across the highway. It seemed like normal lake traffic almost, just a constant stream. And I'm like, are you nuts? Okay, I mean, I go visit Mom about every 3 days, and this is just crazy. And the gas stations were full. I talked with a friend of mine on the phone, and she's up in Sedalia, a bigger city, and she said traffic's just like always, just as much traffic as ever. And she has to stop for some of her and her friends for the job they're doing, since they do a sort of medical related type care. They have to go out and get their clients what they want on a daily basis. So they're being exposed daily to grocery stores and fast food not fast food, drive-ups, but convenience stores on a daily basis, that they have to go get what their clients want, and they have to bring it back, and they have to do all this paperwork, signing off monies and back and forth for the clients. And that's really scary, because they're not getting hazard pay. There's a lot of jobs that are hazardous that people aren't considering. We're just thinking, oh, hospital workers, police, cashiers, but there are even more subtle jobs underneath, besides nursing homes and stuff like that, that people are having to get out and really, really expose themselves to a wide range of germs and different things people have touched. So it really boggles the mind to have to think about that, I carried alcohol with me when I had to go to the store, and I sprayed all the bags and all the stuff, and came in and we all washed our hands and got rid of the bags, and You do what you can do, right? You know, really. Um, Pam has found that she can order groceries online and she can pull up to the Walmart and they'll put them in her trunk of her car. She won't have to go inside. But bless her heart, she did an order and I'm like, how much? And she says, nothing. And I said, no, how much? She says, you're not getting me. It's not going to cost anything. I love you, baby doll. Thank you so much. That's going to help a lot. And she is going to do a big order, but it won't be ready for 3 days, so it's not like you're going to get it instantly. You can make the order, they'll tell you whether they have it or not, and then it's like so many days until you can go pick it up. I am getting some of my stuff from Amazon. Oh, a little tip, pro tip, if you've watched me this long, you're like, she hasn't bored me completely to death, and you've watched this long. I did a little researching on toilet paper, because I'm mystified. I have a 30-day supply left. My grandkids and son-in-law go through 1 roll a day, and myself. And I'm like, okay, so I did research. Why? Why is there none out there? And there's none out there now. You cannot find it. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense that the hoarders should have hoarded all they want. There should be a steady supply coming back, and there's not. And apparently, from what I can understand, is the toilet paper industry for home use is being overwhelmed because people are staying home and wiping, which normally we would be out in airports, motels, gas stations, using other toilets. You know that toilet paper, the big rolls like the John Wayne, rough and tough and don't take no off nobody. Yeah, that kind of toilet paper is not being used because all those industries are shut down. So our little home toilet paper industry is being overwhelmed and they just cannot keep up with the supply and demand right now. So I just did a little experiment. I ordered home toilet paper off of Amazon, like a, you know, Charmin type. It won't be here till the middle of June. Too late. But I ordered industrial rolls and they'll be here tomorrow. So if you're desperate, guys, order the industrials. It costs. It costs a lot. As a matter of fact, I had to get a case of 6 of those big rolls. And I tell you what, I'm tempted to go out and scalp them at the Casey's. You know, stand up front, all right, $25 for a big roll. At least it's toilet paper. So, yeah. And then some other people suggested RV toilet paper, but that's expensive. And, all right, guys, well, there you go. You're just going to have to spend some big bucks for industrial and go scalp it to get your money back. I'm not saying do that. I'm just joking. All right, guys. I love you all. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity. And it is insanity for all of us right now. I know that. I'm trying to donate online a little bit from the donations I have received. I have donated to food banks and things, especially for children and things that are needing food. Do what you can, you know, from your home to try to help others. I know we all need to be doing what we can. And I certainly appreciate the help I've been getting from friends, family, and stuff. And I'm tired. I need a nap. And I'll let you know what happens with the doctor's appointment, when and if. It'll be a while. It'll just be a wait and see, at least probably 2 to 3 weeks before I can actually get in to see anybody. But in the meantime, hey guys, in Missouri, stay home. Wear your protective masks. I had to go to the store the other day. I looked like I come from, you know, I don't know. I was wrapped up like a mummy, you know. And I had my gloves and everything, and I walked in. I was the only one dressed like that. Even the checkers didn't have masks or gloves on. I was like, oh. I think people are just wanting to ignore it now here. They're just like, we're just going to go back out and start doing whatever we want. We're just going to ignore it. And the police can't fine everybody, so. Crazy new world, guys. I think it's going to be different forever from now on. Love y'all. Hang in there. Bye-bye. Today is, I believe, the 15th. 2 more days until the turkey eggs are supposed to hatch, April 17th. And we threw some quail eggs in just to fill in. You see all this moisture? Well, it's a little too high right now. But I woke up in the middle of the night with it very, very low. So I filled it, and so now it's gone back up high. But I don't know, guys. And they came from eBay. They're supposed to be miniature or dwarf turkeys. But I don't know. One of them was frozen. Let's keep our thumbs crossed. 2 or 3 more days, and hopefully we have baby turkeys. Oh, the moon is big, full, and beautiful tonight. Look at it coming up over the trees. Wish my camera was just a little bit better. Oh, I saw Howl at the Moon tonight. Oh, we gotta go. Dinner's ready.